Good morning, guys. Today I wanted to do my first Confessions of Depression vlog series, and the reason I wanted to do that is because yesterday I got a message from a childhood friend who says that she likes seeing my posts on Facebook and enjoys seeing me being so genuine and open about what I'm going through despite it being bright or gloomy. And it really hit home for me because during this time I have talked about the fact that I cannot work out because of my arm and just the stuff I've been going through. And it is tough because when you have depression like I do and anxiety, it made me very anxious to not be able to do the things that I loved. And it was really touching to see somebody message me, and I'm always very touched to see that people message me and they relate to me, and I always like to show the good and the bad. And I just thought to myself, and I messaged her back and said, you can't always control what happens in life, and life is going to always throw you those curveballs, and it's always going to do those things that you don't necessarily agree with. And really, when I found out what was going on with my shoulder, and I told myself in the beginning, like I let myself be depressed for a couple weeks, and I was sad and I was upset. And like I've told you guys, fitness and working out and stuff like that has been my stress inducer and a way for me to get my body moving, and it helped with my depression and my anxiety. And after those 2 weeks, my fiance said to me, I was always down and I cried at work, and it was hard because you can't do the things you want to do due to being injured. And he said to me, you can't always control life. And he said to me, you can't always control what happens to you in life. So I thought about that today, and getting that message from her was it just was amazing, because it is true. You can't always control what happens to you in life, and when life throws you curveballs, you either let it drag you down or you find a way to make it a positive one and to change it around. So during this time, yes, my depression has been hard, and I've had those days where I don't want to function and I'm upset and I'm sad, but I've just chosen to see the positive. Due to the fact I can't really do the type of workouts I could do, I can still walk on a treadmill, and I can still ride my bike, my sit-down bike, and I can still get some type of movement. And so being sad, of course, you're going to have that sadness and not being able to do what you were able to do, but being happy now that I can still do something still is positive. And this kind of happening to me actually has pushed me more into giving my heart to my podcast and more into figuring out vlogging and just pushing me towards the things that I've wanted to do, but I felt like I never had time to do because I always was on, I wake up and I'm at work for 8 hours, and I come home, I work out, I had dinner, and then I went to bed. So it's yes, too, I can be sad, and I was very sad because I couldn't work, and I can't work 8 hours a day, and I can't make the money that I wanted to make, but I'm changing it into a positive that now I am working. Yes, it's 3 to 4 hours a day, but it's something. So I want you to realize that even when you get thrown something in life that makes you sad and makes you want to cry and makes you upset, it's okay. We choose to either let that drag us down, or we choose to switch it into a positive and think of the positive things. Yes, I can't work out, but I can still do the treadmill and I can still bike. Okay. Yes, I was out of work for a week, and I can't work 8 hours a day because when I was working my old position, I was putting so much wear and tear on my arm that it caused me so much pain. Okay, I can no longer do that, but now I'm able to at least go to work and sit at a computer for 3 hours a day to 4 hours a day and do something so I have money coming in. So I think that's one of the biggest things. It's like when you have depression and when you have anxiety or any mental health issue or illness, you almost let that control you and you let it run your life, and we can't let that happen. So just remember that the next time something happens to you or something is thrown at you and it's a curveball and it's not down the path you were going or down the path that you want to go, just instead of thinking of the negative upon it, think of how this could be a blessing or how this could be positive more than negative, because when we keep ourselves in the negative, we'll stay in the negative. So we need to keep ourselves positive, and no matter what it is that life throws at you, it's like, you know, yeah, this happened, but it's okay. I'm going to get through it. I'm going to move forward. So I just, getting that message last night and feeling the way I did this morning, doing my daily devotional, my gratitude, I just wanted to share that with you guys, that life is tricky and you can't always control what happens. So when life throws you that curveball, you figure out a way to shift it around in your favor and make it work. So just remember that the next time life throws you something that you think is bad, and just shift it around to something that is positive and good and can work in your favor.